Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Andrew. I'll just show you a few things about the battery system here real quick. So the battery system's integrated into the house, which makes certain outlets go live. None in the kitchen, no big appliances are plugged into this. Where the washing machine outlet is, that's not plugged into this. It's just some lights and some fans to keep you cool at night, and it only works on the downstairs apartment. To turn it off, you press this button. When I go away, I leave it off so the batteries don't click on. And then when it's on, you just press that button, it turns on. And Bruce McMartin has the same, Bruce and Joel McMartin have the same unit. So now this, if you'll see, when I turn off Senelec, you'll see that the fans and the light will stay on. So Senelec is off and the fans and lights are on. Now when the Senelec comes back, it just switches to that. So with these big batteries, you'll have a lot of autonomy. I would probably say at least 15 to 17 hours of 3 fans on and 3 lights kind of thing in laptops. Now, this, if somebody ever comes to work in the house on the electricity, you're going to want to separate out the battery system so that it's just Senelec, because if they short a wire or something, it could damage this. So the way you do that is you take this plug, you unplug this, and you'll see S to S. Let me just see here. This is Senelec to Senelec, all right? Now the battery system is not even hooked up to the house at this point. So with this, you could have somebody work on the house, work on your outlets. So if anybody's electrician ever is going to come, you want to do this. You want to separate this. Now to plug this back in, I'll do it again here. I'm going to take this out, Senelec to Senelec. I'm going to plug this into here, and this is going to plug into here. Now, this connection here is the Achilles heel. You want to keep an eye on this connection. You want to make sure it's solid, but it's a loose connection. You may want to work on making that a better connection. So that's the battery system. What's going to happen if there's not enough water pressure and you turn on the hot water with your solar water heater on the roof? It's going to work for a little bit, but then all of a sudden, because there's not enough cold water going up, there's going to get air in the line, and it'll just turn off. It'll just go like, you'll be like, oh man, where's all my hot water? The way to get the air out of the line is not to go up onto the roof. It's actually to turn on both knobs to full blast. I'll just turn it on full blast, and then close this ball valve. Now what's happening is the cold water, once the city water comes back, it's going to push through this pipe up the hot water pipe until the hot water heater, the solar heater on the roof, overflows, thus pushing all the air of the line. That way you don't have to climb on the roof and risk falling off. So that will push all the hot water out and the air out of the line, and then you'll hear water start leaking off the roof. That's when you know you want to turn all of this off. Now you don't want to forget about this at night, because you'll have the water flowing all night long. So you want to, once you hear it overflowing off the roof, then you know that the air is out of the line, and then your hot water will work again. Okay. This is our mosquito net, and we've numbered them. So it starts at the hooks over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically this net is a custom net, and it's huge. And it will allow you to have a lot of space inside the net instead of, it's basically like a tent, so that you just can follow the number system here.
Can you do the numbers again, Dan?
1, this is number 1 here. Number 1, 2, 3 is right here.
Mm-hmm.
4,
Above the door.
and
Okay.
then 5, and 6. These ones here, don't trust these ones, they're loose. Hey Andrew, Dan again here. Okay, we had a problem with the electricity in this house. What was happening was that the ground rod was not properly insulated in the ground. So when you touch an appliance like the fridge here, the unpainted metal at the back, our girls would be getting not only just shot, but full-on current. And after years of being troubled about this, and I'll send you our good electrician's number, his name is Gio, I'll send you that number. We realized that the problem was that the grounding was never done right. So just come out here for a moment. Right here is the ground rod. So we rewired it, we dug the hole again, and we put in a new rod, so there's 2 rods in there now, and then we packed it with salt, charcoal, salt, charcoal, salt, charcoal, and you should do that every 3 years. We did that, I guess, about 8 months ago, and the problem has gone away. So there's nothing to worry about it anymore. But this here, this electrical here should be kept from the rain going in, and this is your ground rod. This is where your ground rod comes in. So I'll send you that electrician's number. Hey man, this is how your filter works. This is basically the pre-filter bucket. And this bucket, you're just going to fill it up like this. Put it in here, turn the water on. Don't leave it on so it overflows, just leave that on. Fill it up to wherever, but basically leave this for 24 hours. All the silt and sediment that you don't want clogging your filters will settle to the ground. And then, I'll just take that out there. And then, then what you will do to fill up the filter is, once that's settled, just, and then up into here. So that's how the filter works. If you don't do the pre-filter, the black filters in here will clog more quickly. So that's what I'd recommend. Hey Andrew, just to let you know, the water counter, there's only one water counter for the whole house. And for some reason lately the average bill is around $25,000 a month. Or per bill. I forget that's it per month. Maybe that's every 2 months. Now, for the house there's 2 electrical counters. So there's one juncture box here, one upstairs, and they're separate bills. That's important at all. That's it.